Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with boundless energy, crystal clear thinking, and a body that feels decades younger. What if I told you that the key to unlocking this vitality lies not in expensive supplements, complicated diets, or rigorous exercise routines, but in the simple actions you take within the first 5 minutes of opening your eyes? This isn't science fiction or wishful thinking. It's a reality that's been quietly transforming the lives of thousands of people over 65, including a remarkable man named Harold from Ohio. 2 years ago, Harold was facing a serious health crisis. His doctor had issued a stark warning about his cardiovascular health. His joints ached constantly, and he felt a persistent fatigue that made him question whether he'd live long enough to see his grandchildren grow up. But then, everything changed. A retired physician neighbor shared a simple 5-minute morning routine, and Harold, with nothing to lose, decided to give it a try. The results were nothing short of extraordinary. Within weeks, he began to feel different. 6 months later, his doctor was stunned by the improvements in his blood pressure, cholesterol, and EKG readings. Today, at age 70, Harold's body resembles that of a healthy 55-year-old. The secret isn't magic, expensive treatments, or even radical lifestyle changes. It's understanding that your body undergoes critical processes during the transition from sleep to wakefulness, and how you manage this transition can either set you up for a day of vitality or a day of struggle. Every morning, your body is essentially rebooting itself. Your cardiovascular system is adjusting to the demands of consciousness. Your brain is firing up after hours of rest. Your muscles are preparing for movement, and your joints are transitioning from stillness to activity. How you support these processes in those crucial first minutes determines whether you'll spend your day fighting fatigue and discomfort or thriving with energy and clarity. The truth is that most people over 65 are unknowingly sabotaging this critical transition period. They're making choices that compound the natural challenges of aging, setting themselves up for cardiovascular stress, cognitive fog, muscle loss, and joint stiffness before they've even had their morning coffee. But what if you could reverse this pattern? What if those first 5 minutes of your day could become a powerful foundation for longevity, strength, and mental clarity that carries you through decades of healthy, independent living? Today, I'm going to walk you through a complete 5-minute morning routine that top medical experts have called the golden formula for enhancing longevity, strength, and mental clarity in later life. This isn't just another morning routine. It's a scientifically backed sequence of actions that addresses the fundamental physiological needs of an aging body. But before we dive into the details, I want to make a personal connection with each of you. What's your name, and where are you watching this video from? Which city or country? Please leave me a comment below so I can learn more about my viewers. I truly value this community of older adults who are actively taking control of their health. And if you enjoy practical, easy-to-apply content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next powerful tip for living longer, healthier, and more independently. Element 1. The Morning Hydration Protocol, Enhanced. Let's begin with the first element of this transformative routine, the Morning Hydration Protocol. The moment you open your eyes, your body is already in a state of serious dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. Throughout the entire night, your body has quietly lost nearly half a liter of water through breathing and perspiration without receiving any replenishment. This dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired. It creates a cascade of physiological stress that can significantly impact your health and longevity. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and more viscous, which increases pressure on your heart and blood vessels. This is one of the key reasons why strokes and heart attacks are most likely to happen within the first 1 to 2 hours after waking, especially in adults over 65. According to experts from Harvard University and the Cleveland Clinic, starting your day with proper hydration can significantly reduce cardiovascular risk while also improving circulation, brain function, and metabolic performance. This isn't just about preventing problems. It's about actively supporting your body's optimal function from the moment you wake up. So what exactly should you do? It's remarkably simple. As soon as you wake up, before even getting out of bed, drink about 480 milliliters, 16 ounces of room temperature water with a quarter of a fresh lemon squeezed in. The timing is absolutely critical. You need to drink this within the first minute after opening your eyes, before coffee, before tea, before eating anything at all. Why room temperature water? Cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, which slows down circulation. Exactly the opposite of what you want when your heart and brain need oxygen the most. Room temperature water, on the other hand, helps dilate blood vessels and instantly supports better blood flow. And what about the lemon? Far from being just a flavor enhancer, lemon provides natural electrolytes, potassium, and vitamin C, all of which help soften arteries, regulate blood pressure, and offer light anti-inflammatory benefits. This is one of the simplest ways to wake up your cardiovascular system without medication. But here's where we add a crucial enhancement that most people miss: the addition of a pinch of high-quality sea salt. I know what you're thinking. Isn't salt bad for you? Not when it's the right kind and used in the right amount. A small pinch of unrefined sea salt contains over 80 trace minerals that your body needs for optimal cellular function, and it helps your body absorb and utilize the water more effectively. This enhanced hydration protocol also triggers what's known as the gastrocolic reflex, a natural mechanism that stimulates healthy bowel movements. This is particularly important for older adults who often struggle with digestive regularity. By drinking this enhanced water first thing, you're essentially jump-starting your entire digestive system for the day. But here's the most important part: consistency. Just this one small action each morning, if done consistently, can make a major difference for your circulation and long-term longevity. Water is only one part of the picture, but it's a crucial foundation that prepares your body for the other elements of this routine. Element 2. Circulation reset. Advanced techniques. Once your body is properly hydrated, it's time to activate your circulation. The key is to do this within the first 60 seconds after getting out of bed. After lying still all night, blood tends to pool in the lower part of your body, especially in your legs. This temporary drop in circulation can lead to reduced oxygen flow to the brain, which often causes lightheadedness, imbalance, and in more serious cases, blood clots, especially among seniors. Research from Johns Hopkins University shows that if blood isn't properly redistributed immediately after waking, you're more likely to start your day in a state of circulatory sluggishness, with constricted blood vessels and limited blood flow to the brain. This is why so many older adults experience that groggy, unsteady feeling when they first get up in the morning. Dr. Eleanor Thomas, a geriatric circulation expert, says that just one simple 60-second movement sequence can increase blood flow to the brain by more than 40%. That not only lowers the risk of stroke, but also helps you feel alert, refreshed, and ready to start your day. This exercise is easy to do, requires no equipment, and can be done right beside your bed. The moment you stand up, simply stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart. Raise both arms straight above your head while inhaling deeply through your nose. Then slowly lower them while exhaling gently through your mouth. Next, roll your shoulders backward 5 times, then forward 5 times. Finally, perform 10 heel raises, lifting your heels off the ground and then lowering them slowly to help push blood from your legs back toward your heart, like a natural pump. But here's where we enhance this routine with advanced techniques that can amplify the benefits dramatically. After completing the basic sequence, add what I call the vascular breathing technique. This involves 3 deep breaths with specific timing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds, and hold empty for 2 seconds. This technique activates the parasympathetic nervous system and helps dilate blood vessels throughout your body. Additionally, incorporate what's known as contrast breathing, alternating between breathing through your nose and mouth. This stimulates different nerve pathways and can help balance your autonomic nervous system, which often becomes dysregulated with age. The enhanced circulation reset also includes a simple vascular massage technique. While standing, use your fingertips to gently massage upward along your legs, from ankles to knees to thighs. This manual lymphatic drainage technique helps move stagnant fluid and improve circulation even further. This entire routine takes just about a minute, but the impact can last all morning. You'll notice your mind feels clearer, your body warmer, and that sluggish feeling you usually have after waking up fades away. This is a small habit, but if done daily, it can strengthen both your cardiovascular and brain health over time. No medication required. Element 3. Protein timing method, strategic optimization. Once your body is properly hydrated and your circulation has been activated, it enters a state where it's ready to absorb nutrition. But here's what most people don't realize. If you skip protein in the first 30 minutes after waking, your body will begin breaking down its own muscle tissue to produce energy. This is a silent process, yet very common among those over 65, and if not addressed in time, it can lead to progressive muscle loss even if you're eating well throughout the rest of the day. That's why the third element in this 5-minute morning routine, the protein timing method, is the key to preserving muscle strength, flexibility, and long-term independence as you age. The third element in this routine is consuming protein at the right time, and that time is not lunch or dinner. It's within the first 30 minutes after waking up. Many people think that as long as they get enough protein throughout the day, it's fine. But for adults over 65, when you take in protein matters just as much as how much you take. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, between 3:00 a.m. and 8:00 a.m., the aging body enters a phase where muscle breakdown accelerates more than usual. If you don't supply protein during this window, the body will start breaking down its own muscle tissue to use as fuel, leading to loss of strength, a weakened immune system, and a higher risk of falls. Dr. Rebecca Fleming, a geriatric nutrition specialist, explains that seniors who consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking up experience up to 64% less muscle loss over a 5-year period compared to those who skip or delay breakfast. In other words, just getting your protein right at the start of your day can protect the majority of your muscle mass for the rest of it. Getting the right kind of protein can be very simple. A whey protein shake, or 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg, or a cup of Greek yogurt mixed with a scoop of protein powder works wonderfully. For vegetarians, options like soft tofu, cottage cheese, or a high-quality plant-based protein made from pea and rice are excellent alternatives. But here's where we add the strategic optimization that can make this even more effective. The key is not just any protein, it's protein with specific amino acid profiles that are particularly beneficial for aging bodies. Furthermore, timing this protein intake with what's known as the cortisol awakening response can amplify its benefits. Cortisol levels naturally spike in the first hour after waking, and consuming protein during this window helps your body utilize amino acids more efficiently for muscle maintenance and repair. The strategic optimization also involves considering the glycemic index of any accompanying foods. If you're having a protein shake, consider adding a small amount of low glycemic fruits like berries, which can help stabilize blood sugar levels while providing additional nutrients and antioxidants. What matters most isn't what you eat, it's when you eat it. And the answer is as soon as possible after waking up. If you've ever felt like you're eating well but still gradually getting weaker, this could be the missing piece, the golden window of the morning that you've been unknowingly skipping. By simply consuming protein at the right time, you'll not only feel stronger, but also experience better energy, improved mobility, reduced back pain, and support for both cognitive and cardiovascular function. Element 4. 90-second mobility sequence. Enhanced movement. Now that your body has been fueled to protect and preserve muscle mass, the next step is making sure those muscles and joints can actually move freely and smoothly right from the start of your day. This is something many people overlook, and it's one of the reasons stiffness, dependency, and frequent falls are so common after the age of 65. After an entire night of staying still, it's not just your blood flow that slows down. Your joints and muscles also become stiff and less flexible. This can be especially dangerous for older adults because even a simple careless motion like bending down, twisting your torso, or stepping out of bed the wrong way can lead to slips, muscle strains, or joint injuries. Sadly, many people face chronic joint pain, reduced mobility, or even loss of independence simply because they skip a few minutes of light movement each morning. According to orthopedic specialists at the Mayo Clinic, the fluid surrounding your joints, called synovial fluid, tends to thicken during sleep. If you don't actively warm up and loosen this fluid through gentle motion, your first movements of the day happen under conditions of high friction, which leads to small, repeated wear and tear injuries that eventually become chronic arthritis or joint degeneration. The solution is simple. After you've completed your circulation reset, take an extra 90 seconds to perform a gentle sequence that lubricates your joints and warms up the major muscle groups. Start by sitting on the edge of your bed and rotating your ankles 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. Next, make small circular motions with your knees, about 10 rotations per side. Then stand up, holding onto a chair or the bed if needed, and gently lean your upper body side to side 5 times on each side. Rotate your torso slowly to the left and right and finish with 10 slow backward shoulder rolls. This entire routine takes less than 90 seconds, but it will help your joints move more smoothly, reduce stiffness, support your balance, and significantly lower your risk of falling, especially if you have a history of back, knee, or spinal issues. But here's where we enhance this mobility sequence with advanced techniques that can dramatically improve its effectiveness. The key addition is what's called dynamic joint mobilization, moving each joint through its full range of motion while focusing on controlled breathing. Start with your neck, performing gentle side-to-side tilts, forward and backward nods, and small circular rotations. This helps release tension that often accumulates in the cervical spine during sleep. Then move to your shoulders, incorporating arm circles in both directions, reaching across your body, and gentle shoulder blade squeezes. The enhanced sequence also includes what's known as proprioceptive activation, movements that help your brain reconnect with your body's spatial awareness. This is particularly important for fall prevention. Include standing on one foot for 10 seconds, use support if needed, heel-to-toe walking in place, and gentle weight shifts from one foot to the other. Additionally, incorporate fascial release movements, gentle stretches that help release tension in the connective tissue that surrounds your muscles. This includes gentle arm swings, leg swings, and torso twists that help maintain the elasticity of your fascial system, which often becomes tight and restricted with age. The enhanced mobility sequence also emphasizes the importance of neural gliding, gentle movements that help your nerves move freely through their pathways. This includes gentle neck stretches, shoulder rolls, and hip circles that help prevent the nerve compression and irritation that can contribute to pain and stiffness. Element 5. Mental clarity. Exercise. Advanced cognitive activation. Now that your body is hydrated, your circulation is flowing, your muscles are nourished, and your joints are loosened, there's still one last thing you need to do. And it's arguably the most important of all. Wake up your brain. Because if your mind is foggy or unfocused, then no matter how healthy your body is, you won't be able to fully enjoy the day ahead. The final element in this morning routine has nothing to do with muscles or joints, but everything to do with the most important organ that determines your quality of life, your brain. Many people believe that memory loss and cognitive decline are inevitable after the age of 65, but modern science is proving otherwise. You absolutely can maintain clarity, quick reflexes, and sharp thinking if you activate your brain the right way at the very start of your day. According to researchers at the Brain Longevity Center at Stanford University, the morning is considered a golden window for forming new neural connections, especially during the first 30 minutes after waking. The brain is highly sensitive to cognitive stimulation and can boost production of a critical protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for brain cells. And no, you don't need to solve math problems or study a new language every morning to make this happen. A simple but extremely effective exercise is to mentally recall your previous day in reverse. After completing the earlier steps, sit quietly, close your eyes for about 1 minute, and begin visualizing your day yesterday, from dinner to lunch to breakfast. Then think about who you spoke with, what you did, where you went. Try to remember everything in reverse order, from the most recent to the earliest. As it gets easier, you can challenge yourself further by going back 2 days instead of 1, or adding more specific details. What you wore, what the weather was like, how you were feeling. Exercises like these have been clinically shown to help maintain cognitive function equivalent to people 10 to 20 years younger. But here's where we enhance this mental clarity exercise with advanced cognitive activation techniques that can dramatically improve its effectiveness. The key addition is what's called dual task training, performing the memory exercise while simultaneously engaging in light physical movement. While recalling your previous day in reverse, incorporate gentle finger tapping or toe wiggling. This dual activation of both cognitive and motor pathways creates stronger neural connections and enhances neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and adapt to change. The enhanced exercise also includes what's known as sensory integration, deliberately engaging multiple senses while performing the memory recall. As you visualize your previous day, try to also recall the sounds you heard, the smells you experienced, the textures you felt, and even the tastes you enjoyed. This multisensory approach creates richer, more detailed memories and strengthens the neural networks associated with memory formation. Additionally, incorporate emotional tagging into your memory exercise. As you recall each event, also remember how you felt about it. Were you happy, stressed, excited, or indifferent? This emotional component helps consolidate memories more effectively and can improve mood regulation throughout the day. The enhanced mental clarity exercise also emphasizes the importance of future visualization, spending the final portion of your mental exercise visualizing your ideal day ahead. This positive visualization technique helps set intentions, reduces anxiety about the day ahead, and activates the same neural pathways used in actual experience, making you more likely to achieve your desired outcomes. Furthermore, the advanced technique includes gratitude integration. As you complete your memory recall, take a moment to identify 3 things you're grateful for from the previous day. This simple practice has been shown to improve mood, reduce stress hormones, and enhance overall well-being, creating a positive foundation for the day ahead. The synergy effect. How these elements work together. What makes this 5-minute morning routine so powerful isn't just the individual elements. It's how they work together in perfect synergy. When you combine proper hydration with enhanced circulation, strategic protein timing, advanced mobility, and cognitive activation, you create a cascade of positive physiological responses that amplify each other's benefits. The hydration prepares your cardiovascular system to deliver nutrients and oxygen more efficiently. The circulation reset ensures that these nutrients reach every cell in your body. The protein timing provides the building blocks your body needs for repair and maintenance. The mobility sequence ensures that your musculoskeletal system can function optimally. And the mental clarity exercise ensures that your brain can coordinate all these processes effectively. This synergy creates what researchers call multiplicative benefits, where the combined effect is greater than the sum of the individual parts. Studies have shown that people who follow comprehensive morning routines like this experience improvements in energy levels, cognitive function, physical performance, and overall well-being that are 2 to 3 times greater than those who focus on just one or two elements. The long-term transformation, building sustainable habits. The real magic of this routine happens not in the first week or month, but in the long-term transformation that occurs when these practices become deeply embedded habits. Research from behavioral psychology shows that it takes an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic, but the benefits continue to compound over months and years. Harold from Ohio, whose story we shared at the beginning, didn't experience dramatic changes overnight. His transformation was gradual but consistent. Each morning he reinforced these positive patterns, and over time his body and mind adapted to this new baseline of health and vitality. The key to making this routine stick is to start small and build gradually. Don't try to implement all 5 elements perfectly from day one. Choose 1 or 2 that resonate most with you and master them before adding others. This approach ensures sustainable change rather than temporary enthusiasm followed by abandonment. The transformation from Harold to you. Through today's discussion, we've seen that just 5 minutes each morning, divided into 5 simple elements: proper hydration, jump-starting circulation, timely protein intake, joint mobility, and brain activation, can lay a strong foundation for living healthier, sharper, and more independent after the age of 65. I know it may sound too simple, but it's often these seemingly small things that get overlooked. And that's exactly why so many older adults become increasingly dependent, while a select few continue to live freely, strongly, and with inspiration well into their 90s. If you ask me what truly determines longevity, I won't talk about medications or hospitals. I'll talk about the habits you repeat every single day, and the morning is where it all begins. So tomorrow, when you open your eyes, try following these 5 steps. You don't need to change your whole life. Just start with how you begin each day. If you found today's information helpful, please hit the like button, leave a comment sharing which element you'll start with tomorrow morning, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so I can keep supporting you on this journey toward a longer, healthier, and more meaningful life. And if you have loved ones or friends over 65, don't hesitate to share this video with them, because you might not just be giving advice. You might be offering them an opportunity to live differently. The power to transform your health and extend your vitality is literally at your fingertips every single morning. The question isn't whether you can do this, it's whether you're ready to take the first step toward the vibrant future you deserve.